Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits, and in this instance, filling our pockets with Minexcoin profits. What you're about to watch is the first part of a approximately 50-minute interview that I did with Boris, the CEO of Minexcoin. This was recorded on May the 9th, 2018 in the Minexcoin offices. And you've got me on the left there, Boris in the brown shirt in the middle, and then over on the right you have Tim Hook. Tim Hook is a Minexcoin holder. He is not an employee of Minexcoin. He happens to live in Kiev, and he visited the office on the day that I was there, knowing that I was going to be there, and he served as a translator. He asked me just to let people know, so I'm stressing again, he's not in any way employed by Minexcoin. He's a coin holder just like myself. Now, there is a story behind this video, which is that one is I'm not particularly technically minded. I didn't bring the best microphone with me. I bought a portable microphone, and every time Boris leans back, his voice goes a bit faint. Also, I had problems recording because after a while, I think after about the first 15 minutes or so, the video recording stopped. Luckily, I had an MP3 player, which you can see just here doing an audio recording. So parts 2 and 3 of this interview will be just audio only. Sorry about that. It's going to take me a few days to work out the audio because I need to edit it and tidy it up a little bit. And I'm not particularly tech savvy, but I wanted to release this video as quickly as possible. There is some important information throughout this interview. We talk about the ATMs, we talk about the exchanges. I ask him why they didn't do a phased reduction of the interest rates, and Boris in this video gives a very interesting explanation. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the description below. Please join the Telegram group. It's a really great Telegram group, very informative, very civil, the best Telegram group I've been actually in. And any comments and questions for me, please put them in the video below, not in the Telegram group, because I like to get donated comments. All right, thank you very much. Enjoy. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto. I am in Kiev. I am in the MinexSystems office. MinexSystems is a company that runs Minexcoin and MinexBank. I am with Boris Shulyev. Yes, I know that. And I'm here courtesy of Boris and Minexcoin. And also I'm here with Tim Hook. And you will know Tim Hook from the Telegram group. He is a big supporter and advocate of Minexcoin. Now, just a reminder to everybody that please do your own due diligence. Just because I'm here doesn't mean that you should just follow me blindly. Right? And in fact, I wanted to say this, is that so this is my first sponsored video for Minexcoin. All the other videos I've done haven't been sponsored. This one is sponsored because they've paid for my flight and accommodation. Now, what you have to watch out for is I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. At the very least, I'm not going to be rude, right? So my perspective may be skewed, and I won't know if it's skewed. So again, just check this out for yourself. I bought some more Minexcoin yesterday. I haven't sold any since the dip. I am still holding and parking. Hello, Boris.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And hey, Tim Hook.
Hello, Ed.
And Tim Hook is here as a translator.
Something like that. Yes. I didn't know
guys, my English is so bad, I think, that, and I'm a little bit shy about that. So I asked Tim Hook to help me to translate something, some words or something else. Okay.
Great. Well, your English isn't bad at all. It's much better than you think it is, right?
Much better than your Russian.
Much better than my Russian. Okay. Well, Boris, I've got some supplementary questions because I think the interview that we did, it's now all been broadcast. There's over 3 hours of material in there. And then people have asked some follow-up questions, which I'd like to go through.
with you, and then if there's anything that you want to talk about. This shouldn't take 3 hours today because we've covered a lot of material. All right, I've sent Boris the questions. So the first question is regarding the ATMs. Where do you intend to start the rollout of the ATMs, and how soon?
Good, good. We have no, у нас нету стопроцентного решения,
We don't know for 100%,
но мы сейчас работаем над юридическим обеспечением размещения в Словении или в Грузии.
we're doing all paperwork to place them in Slovenia and Georgia.
Slovenia and Georgia. Why those two places?
Потому что мы еще не выбрали. То есть там, где существует, можно поставить и там, и там. Но где будут меньшие риски, окажутся меньшие риски, политические риски, потому что изменится законодательство или что-то пойдет не так в законодательстве.
Because we're not sure that something could be changed in the governments, in the rules, and everything. So we are learning now which one would be better.
Right.
Я склоняюсь к тому, чтобы сделать все-таки в Словении, потому что количество населения Словении 1 миллион человек, и 90 банкоматов покажут реальную, мы сможем протестировать на реальной территории.
Boris thinks that probably priority will be for Slovenia because there is more than 1 million people living there, and it's better to find out how that will work everything there.
Right, right. Now, I think in Slovenia, I could check for you, these will be multi-currency.
Yes.
Yeah? So Minexcoin, Bitcoin,
And Ethereum.
and Ethereum.
At first.
And I can sell
Or buy.
or buy Minexcoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin.
Yes.
And I can buy. Okay. So it'll be in euros in Slovenia, and in Georgia, I imagine the local currency. I don't know what that is. Now, I think there are a lot of ATMs in Slovenia already.
Yes.
Yeah, with Cointed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because the law is not prohibited.
right. Okay.
So that's why that we choose the Slovenia.
Okay. You should come to UK as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Quick.
Well, ask your parliament.
All right. Okay then. Moving on. Now these questions don't necessarily flow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next one. In the previous interview, Boris mentioned about insurance. For example, where costs are covered if you take interconnecting flights and the flights are delayed. Mm-hmm. Is this sort of insurance still in the pipeline?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to, any sort of insurance? Housing insurance?
No, housing insurance.
Travel insurance?
No. It will be some special cryptocurrencies insurance and some of some kind of insurances that we have in the real life.
Right.
It will be those kind of insurance to endure risk, which have the oracle, the утвержденный, принятый oracle, где есть человек, который подтверждает события.
So it is possible to check them. Is it true or not? Because, for example, in house benefit, in the house insurance, you can't prove that. Did you have that laptop in the house or not?
You will insure your house.
Yes.
For example, and it will be put to the blockchain.
Yes.
Your smart contract will put in the blockchain. Who will prove that the injury is happened?
Right.
Or the risk is happened?
Right.
So, in Great Britain, it's police or another department. In India, it's another one. In Ukraine, another one. So we and there cannot put this risk to the blockchain.
Right.
In flight, let us say, we have Oracle that can prove each one.
I understand. It's independent, easy to access, so easy to validate.
Yes.
Okay. Versus if you insured my keep key, all my Bitcoin in my keep key, I lost it. Honestly, I did. There's no independent validation. So the insurance will be where there is independent validation. Okay, great. All right, thank you. Now, someone asked this question, moving on to the next question. Someone asked this question about the websites. The websites have only been registered for 1 year. And they're saying that if you register them for the maximum 7 years, this is a good indicator that the project will be around long term. And I think this is something to do with all businesses, that they register their website for 1 year and then they renew it and then they renew it. Someone is suggesting that you register it for 7 years.
Почему зарегистрировали только на несколько лет, а не на 7 лет домен купили?
А как-то не думали вообще об этом, о том, что
Это был этот вопрос уже в чате, как бы там кто-то из саппортов сказал, что передали.
Ну, мне не передавал, на самом деле, это вопрос скорее девопсам и системному администратору передали, но мне еще не доходил. Мы, честно, не задумывались.
Просто купить этот домен на максимальное время, на 7 лет и все.
Ну, теоретически можно.
Ну, вот теоретически.
Окей, we will do that.
They simply did the domain. I saw that picture in Telegram. It's about for 2 years, something about 2 years left. Yes. They simply didn't think that it's so necessary.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And if community asking, yes, they will do that.
Okay. And this is what I think it might be. And I've seen this a lot with other cryptocurrencies. But holders of the coins get nervous and are concerned, oh, this might be a scam, or this one might be a scam, or this one might be a scam, yeah? So then they may be looking for assurance. Because I had this, I don't want to name them, but there's projects that I'm also involved in where people have been saying, no, it's a scam, it's a scam. Well, actually, they just had legitimate technical delays. And people start saying, oh my God, scam, they're running off with the money. Well, no, hold on. Software has bugs.
No.
So it could be that.
Right now, I will write to in our chat.
Is this the Minexcoin work group chat? Ah, you can see it's in Russian. So I can't make out any secrets.
There is no secret.
Yeah, actually, while Boris is doing that, one of the things I want to say is that while I've been here, Boris has given me permission to speak to any of the staff, to ask him anything, and also video anything. There's only one thing that Boris has asked me not to disclose, which is to do with an NDA that he has with some other project that they're working on. But other than that, I've had complete permission to discuss anything and talk about anything. So I appreciate that openness.
Yes, he is asking how much will cost the buying domain for the 7 years.
Okay. Okay, very good. Let me go into the next one. I don't even understand this one. So I'm going to paraphrase. I'm going to make this one simpler, but I think this has been covered before. Is that even with the new interest rates, the lower interest rates, how will you be able to fund the MNX interest payments? My understanding is there's the reserve, and once that runs out, it'll be from the money taken from the miners' fees, a small amount for the miners' fees. And then as the ecosystem builds, then there'll be more and more transactions for the miners.
I get it. Вопрос в том, что именно для этих целей и был заложен резерв Minexbank.
Especially for these purposes was did the reserve for in MinexBank.
Minexbank 1.5 million coins. So we understood that the 1% or 0.5% it's not enough to interest people to buy Minexcoin and to hold it. So that's why that we make from pre-mine 1.5 million coins to the MinexBank. But you have to be sure, and you have know that in the 1 or 1.5 year, the interest from the MinexBank, which is paying from the MinexBank, will decrease to the normal rate, and MinexBank will pay only those coins which he owned from the mining.
Okay.
As I said clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be from the mining
Because
fees.
it's just a first, it's 1.5 million coins is, они специально были заложены для того, чтобы раздать их в течение первых 2 лет.
That was especially done for to share them in the first 2 years.
Right.
До тех пор, пока не будет реализована вся
Until everything will be finished in MinexSystem project.
Okay. И с выходом каждого нового приложения, которое мы будем запускать, процент будет уменьшаться, поскольку все приложения направлены на рост спроса.
And as more the products will be released with the MinexBank, as lower will be the percent because they're covering all the system.
Great. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. I understood that. Then someone has asked the difference of the Minexcoin DEX to barter DEX, and how closely have you? Actually, before I move on to that, let me go back to the interest rate one because there's something that somebody else asked. Why did you not drop the bank's rate in phases, like from wherever it was? I think 13% down to 11%, then 10%.
Почему постепенно не сбросили проценты сразу?
Very, okay. I just try to explain. На рынке
On the market,
существует предусмотрено просто, что есть причины, по которым резко идет падение спроса, точно так же есть причины, по которым существуют причины для резкого повышения спроса.
On the market, sometimes it's like that issues when it's necessary to drop the percents strongly in one way or increase them strongly in one way.
Not percent, rate.
Rates, yes, I mean
price
rates.
Price of the coin. Because if we say or promote that we are going to, for example, Bittrex, so on exchange, это спровоцирует резкий рост цены.
So if they will go to some kind of big very high coin price,
Right.
Like immediately.
Okay.
In one day.
In one day, yes.
Yeah.
In one day. Other news, good news, is provocate to increase the price.
Okay.
Not slowly, step by step, but very fast.
Okay.
We knew that we have a good news from the 10th, 15th of May.
Right.
So we're think that that news will increase the value, the price of the Minexcoin. So that is why that 2 weeks ago we say that from 10th of May the rate will decrease.
Okay.
Just can I say more? Boris told in Russian, it's not the Bittrex, it's example
Yes,
Bittrex.
yes.
Exactly.
It's,
It's
I understand
just
that.
an example.
That's
it's not
right. That's right. It will be a top 10 exchange
one
and
of
a
them.
top 30
One.
exchange.
Yes, yes.
Right? So 2 exchanges, and he's not saying it's Bittrex. All right, sorry, we had a slight technical glitch, and what I was saying is that's very, very clever. That's very, very clever. So you lowered the price in anticipation of the news that we're going to go on a top 10 exchange and a top 30 exchange, and then what will happen is that the price...
Actually now top 20 exchange.
Oh, top 20 exchange, okay.
Now it's in top 20.
And this is by volume, right? Okay, so then what's usual what happens is the price goes up, liquidity increases, more people are wanting that coin. So then the price will go up, the interest rates will then have to go down, the value of the coin will have to go down, like what happened in November,
And
December
demand
last year.
for the coin also will go down, so increasing will not too much.
Yes, so you want to keep it stable and steady. Okay, so it might be smart. I did buy some MNX yesterday. I may buy some more today before midnight GMT. Okay.
Can you cut a little bit? You just told now it's in top 20, and people will do research. Which one was in top 10 and now it's top 20, and there will be only...
It was in top 30. Now I don't say that what it was happened today or yesterday. That the one exchange from the top 30 goes to the top 20.
No.
So you could say...
you told about the lowest.
Second,
I think
told
about the first one.
No,
No?
I told about